All right, everyone. We are back. It's Fern and Mac. What's up, Mac?
Not a whole lot. What's up with you?
Nothing. The season's about to start next week, so
Yay.
let's talk
Something to
some
watch
hockey.
now.
Let's talk some hockey.
Yeah.
Um, I'm excited. Uh, and we'll talk about that. But before that, since the last time we talked, something tragic did happen, so we'll just talk about it. To start out with, uh, Johnny Gaudreau and his brother were passed away. Uh, they were, we don't have to get into it. Most people know about it. It's just a sad story. Obviously, it looks like his brother's wife was pregnant. Um, you know,
So is his wife.
yeah, so they were both pregnant, and it was like the weekend of their sister's wedding, which was the whole thing was just
Tragic.
very, very tragic. And the that was pretty tough. It's a guy that I liked a lot, and because he was kind of local, I wanted him to come to Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, even besides that, like it just sucks. The
Hmm.
Columbus is keeping his locker around, is what I've seen, and then
And the whole team just went to his daughter's second birthday. They,
yeah, I
they all
did
showed
see
up. I thought
that,
that was nice.
and then also some people around the league have done some things. I think,
They're all wearing stickers
yeah, I
for
think
both of them.
Calgary might do something too because he played there, and then uh Cole Caulfield changed his number
Yeah.
to
So
13 in to pay some homage. Some
I know
people.
my daughter's team, they all got, well, the whole rink, they gave them stickers to wear on their helmets. And when you go in, it's all over, like it's all over their TVs. Same thing with
Yeah.
we went to Hollydale. They had
Is
like all over the
that
TVs.
where he
And
played over there?
yeah, well, no, he played at my daughter's rink, but his dad owns the Hollydale.
Okay, gotcha.
So they
Yeah,
had a
he's
bunch of
been
stuff.
I think he's been story from that. I think he's been, if I'm not mistaken, I just read it today. He's been guest coaching the
Yes.
Flyers.
Yep.
Like the
Which
Flyers
was
invited him the last couple
super nice.
games, the guest coach during the preseason. So that's a pretty good gesture. I didn't know about it till I got a notification today.
Oh gosh, yeah. He Torts had him out last week, and I thought another reason I like that man. He said he's never met him, he's never met the boy. I mean, he's never like, been introduced to the boys or anything in passing,
Yeah.
but he said he just wanted him to come out. He thought it'd be good for him, and he was hoping to have him out more. So he's been coming out. I think it's probably good for him.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
But yeah, very tragic,
Very
and I'm
good.
sure we'll see all season lots of um tributes, and it looks like everybody's looking out for the family too, so that's pretty
Hmm.
to see. Which, most sports will do that,
Yeah.
especially something as
Somebody that,
tragic as this.
yeah, and somebody that seemed like a really good person.
Yes. So, um yeah, hate to
Can't
start
say
that way, but
can't say Johnny Hockey.
yeah,
I
Johnny
like to
Hockey.
say it.
Can't say hate to start like this, but it had to be talked about, but
Mhm.
not to sweep it away. We're always, keep that in mind as the season goes on. Uh the season is approaching. We do have some hockey that matters. Actually, Friday. Friday and Saturday, there's some the global series. It's Sabres Devils
Right.
in Prague, I believe. Yeah, Prague.
Yeah.
And they're doing a basically home and away is what they're calling it, but it's in the same stadium. So that'll be the official first two games of the season, but then next Tuesday the action starts, and
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, it hasn't the off season hasn't been that long, but it's felt long because
It
nothing's
felt
happened.
very long.
And
Very
nothing's happened after like the draft and the parades and all that. Um, you know,
uh a lot of stuff's happened. My players just went left, right. Nobody I feel like nobody's left on my team. Stevenson,
well,
Martinez.
free agency. You got to
Yeah,
start
all right.
young, unfortunately. But I think, am I looking at this right? Did you guys play yesterday or? Yeah. I haven't really, I'm gonna be honest with our audience, I haven't really been watching a lot of preseason. I almost went to a preseason game the other day. But it was $5 tickets. Almost went.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, Islanders Devils.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like $5 to on online. People were selling
That's
for like
crazy.
$5. You guys won 6-1 yesterday. So I mean it's the preseason, but
Yeah, it's just preseason. It's not
so
carried.
um so you're not looking forward to your team, looks
Except
like.
that, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I
Don't know anyone.
fall in love with the players.
And
Not
then
in
they
love, but
leave.
you know what I mean. And like that, it's hard when I mean, then I feel like I have to watch more games because I want to watch them too.
Yeah, just gotta get acclimated to the new guys. There's not that many
Mhm.
new guys. It just seems like that. Um
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure
it's my favorite ones that left. That's what's,
yeah. Well, you can find new favorites.
no, I'll just follow them around.
Yeah. Um, the right now you sent me something earlier. There is a list of some pretty important people who are hurt right now going into the season. Uh, we got Drew Doughty, but I mean that's unfortunate. I hate to say this, kind of expected. That's an old man now.
I know, I love
I
him.
think it's is he nearing 40 or is he my age? Uh,
Easy, easy. And don't act like you're that far from 40. Just saying.
not, but I'm just saying. I don't
Jeez.
know if he's older than me or he's my age. It just seems like he's played forever.
I
Uh,
know, I love him though.
um,
Good
couple of
job.
senators are hurt. Brady, Kachuk, Chabot, and Stutzel are hurt. That's a lot of That's probably like the three top players. Panarin is hurt. Um, Ling Lindgren is hurt. Patrick Laney,
Line A. You freak.
Line, that
What
guy,
is wrong with you?
he's hurt.
Already starting and the season hasn't even started yet.
Hey, I'm always gonna mess that one up.
Don't I know?
And there's a couple other guys, but I mean, I think that's expected. It sucks as long as it's not like
I know,
long.
but it sucks when it's preseason. It's not even like a game that's worth it.
Well, that's why, like in other sports, people don't want to play the preseason because it's like,
I know, but I thought they normally play like their, you know, B team.
I think for the first few games, and I
Oh,
think it's
okay.
just like people just, as the season gets closer, those guys start playing more. I think that's what I was gonna say about your Vegas thing is like you've seen a lot of like the young guys playing, and now like the next probably this whole week because they only have like a couple days left for games. Like they'll probably play a little more, like the people who you're gonna see more. Um, but they've probably have been getting minutes, but they don't get enough minutes, so you kind of miss out on like
Yeah.
Petrangelo being on the ice because he's only played like 5 minutes a night to get adjusted to
Um,
everything.
did you see? Oh, did you? Well, you said you haven't watched much, but the Wild game yesterday,
No, what happened?
Flurry, dressed up as a like a ice. You know, the guys that come up and clean the ice off the rink.
Yeah, the
He
everybody
dressed up
has
as
different things. Like the Flyers have like
yeah. So he
ice
dressed up as
girls,
one of them
whatever.
to show his team. It was funny. It was pretty good.
That's cool because he
He's a
wasn't
good
playing
time. I'm just
middle of the
saying.
game, just dressed as one of them.
He even had like the Super Mario Brother like mustache. It was cute.
Yeah,
I think he's funny.
I
I'm gonna miss
mean,
him next year.
I don't want to get my hopes up, but I haven't watched much preseason, but I have been reading some things, and there's a guy on the Flyers that we got from Russia finally came
Oh
in.
yeah, the goalie, right?
No, 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 not the goalie.
Oh,
Mitchell, the forward,
oh. I
and
was
he's
reading about their
been
goalie yesterday.
well. The goalie, there's a goalie that came. There's still a goalie that they're trying to get back,
Well, I
but
thought that was the one because yesterday they said
no,
he
he's
finally
still
signed him and
well. He might have, but they didn't make a big deal about it.
oh
But there's another Russian that they've been waiting on for a little bit, and his last name is Mishoff. He's only 19, and I'm pretty sure he's. Let me just look it up as we're going. I'm pretty sure he scored in every preseason game so far.
well, I read today not to crap on you because I never agree with, the stuff that we read, but they were saying the Flyers don't have um high hopes for the season, but this is going to be the rebuilding year. So, like for next year, I don't know. I think they'll be all right. You know how I feel. I think they'll be all right. Oh, come on.
You're very optimistic,
When
but
we're done at the end of this podcast, we're going to do our predictions because
okay. So you're very optimistic. I kind of agree with that article a little bit, but what I do like is that you do see, for me, you kind of seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. Like if this kid is as good as, you know, predicted, that is somebody that me as a fan I can hang my hat on. Like, oh, we might finally have a superstar.
yeah,
Where,
but keep him. Your problem is they get rid of the good ones and then I don't know.
yeah, well,
Come on, Torts.
too early.
Get it
Somehow
together. You know what I
they've
mean?
done that. But yeah, I think that's where my like excitement is. Also, Laney is out 2 to 3 months. I just realized that
2 to 3 what?
2 to 3 months with a knee
Oh, gee,
sprain.
my nutty. That's
With a
crazy.
knee sprain. Okay, the other guy that I forgot to mention was Reinbacher, knee injury. He's out 5 to 6 months. He's the
Oh my
defender for the
gosh.
Canadians. And then, oh yeah, before we forget and we start getting the predictions, Swayman
Oh, I was gonna bring that up.
still doesn't
I've
have
been
a
watching that.
still doesn't have a contract.
I know. I can't even. I'm like
They just
freaking
picked up
out.
a
I've been
goalie
reading
on
about it every
waivers.
day.
They just picked up a goalie on waivers.
Why you gotta steal my thunder? I was gonna bring that up.
Well, it came up and I would have forgot. I was reading about it
I
while I
would
was
not have
talking
forgotten because I
talking to my
definitely
friends
had that in
about
my
it.
head.
I was
I
talking to my
love
friends
him.
about it.
What the heck?
He wants the deal. They should
Well,
have
I don't
paid
blame
him.
him. Well, he should get it after
Well,
last year.
should have paid him. They're having a standoff.
Why they do this? But
The
hold on, I meant to tell you that before I forget because you were just talking about injuries. The guy that went number one plays for the Ducks. He's hurt.
yeah. Ah.
He's out.
Well, was he gonna
And
play?
Rucker McGrarty went to the
Rucker.
Pens, and he's gonna be on the third line.
Ooh,
I know.
Rucker. Little.
Little disappointed that a McGrarty before mine is getting out there, but what are you gonna
Well,
do? You
he's
know,
older.
I know.
He
What
can't
can you-
help that.
But he's a nice kid. He talks with my kids, so it's nice.
Yeah.
Nice kid.
Michigan.
Yep.
Well, good for him. He's getting play time right away
Yeah.
on the third line. Anything is possible because as the season goes, you never know. Might be first line,
Absolutely. Especially with Pittsburgh. Yeah, definitely.
maybe first line playing next to Carlson. But yeah, so 64 million was never uh his Swayman's camp is saying 64 million was never offered, which is a report that was out there that the Bruins offered him 64 million and his camp is denying that.
Wow. Well, Brad Marchand weighed in on it today, but
What do you say?
I was so busy I didn't get to click on it. So I don't know. I'm sure he's
Let's
probably
see if it says.
because he was hurt too, but I'm sure he's behind him. Gotta have a good goalie. You don't mess with that.
Well, the thing is, so this is a game of chicken. Honestly, this is all contract negotiations are. The team is trying to get the best deal for them, and so is the player. He's trying to get the best deal for him or
Well,
his
sure.
agent. His agent is. So it's this game of like they're going back and forth negotiating to see what they can get out of each other. And
Right.
it looks like they haven't come up with a number or anything because I guess he
Yeah, but if they were gonna if they were gonna get rid of Allmark,
well they
then
did.
put what you got into Swayman then.
That's what I'm saying. They should have already done it, but I
Well,
don't
how's this
know.
kid that they brought up? That's because he was playing in all the preseason games. How's he doing? I know they
He's
just beat the Flyers the other night.
well, he's one of the guys that they trade as a Jonas Corpazalo. Yeah, Jonas, Joonas. So
And they're playing the Flyers again this weekend.
they
Home for
got him from they're the guy he got from Allmark. He's one of the prospects.
oh, because going to Boston this weekend, and I was hoping to see a preseason game, but they're down in Philly. Darn it.
Yeah, and I think everybody's done playing by.
Well, they have a game Sunday, I think, in Philly, isn't it? Or is it Saturday?
I think it's Saturday. Nobody's playing Sunday. Yeah,
Oh,
Saturday.
that's right. Everybody's off Sunday.
They're actually not in Philly. They're in DC.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah. They're at the Caps.
Whatever the case, they're not up in Boston when we're there.
Yeah. So
Well,
back to Boston, huh?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe you could mediate the contracts.
I'm thinking about it. I might just stop on the way.
You're like,
Pick
sign them, please. You need them because
whatever I can do.
they do need them. But
Hmm.
I just think they're gonna play hardball the team, and they're gonna be like, hey, like we're still gonna do we're gonna go with the season with what we got, and like because I think they have, if I'm not mistaken, they might have to a certain date to actually do something
Yeah, they do. From
before
what
they
I
lose
read.
him because he is a restricted free agent. So they do have his rights, but
So what? Anybody can just pick them up then before I mean,
no, like I think there's a certain date, but I gotta look it up, or I might be wrong. There might not be no date, and the Bruins could
speaking
just
speaking of goalies, you know how I feel about the whole Robin Leonard thing. Did you read
yeah.
about that?
No, what happened now?
Well, because they were saying he didn't show up to preseason, which already know he's done, whatever. But mind you, this is who we lost Flurry to because we thought that was a good idea. Anyway, you know how you file for bankruptcy. Well, now he's like way, way, way like owes so much money and like can't come back from it. I don't even know. I mean, like it was a crazy article. You got to read it.
Okay.
So this is what we got rid of Flurry for. Just FYI.
Oh,
Just saying.
well, didn't work out. Mm.
No, and it was a stupid move.
Well,
Well, nothing.
all right. How do you? Well, we know how I feel about my team. How do you feel about your team before we make predictions about the whole thing?
Should we make predictions now or should we wait until the first week? I'm just
No, we should make them now because
okay.
next week we'll probably talk about
Disney.
the first night.
How do I feel about my team? I mean, I feel good. It's not like we got rid of, I don't even want to talk about it, but
Monies.
okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, we still have the guy who walks on water, Jack Eichel. So that in itself. No, I think they'll be all right. I
Yeah,
don't
I
I
do
don't
too.
necessarily know they're going to be like, first in the league in our division or anything like that, but I feel all right. I feel all right for you guys, your team too.
I like your optimism, and I thank you for
Well,
being the positive note of that. I don't have a negative thing on it. It's just I don't think that it's going to be like this crazy. I think it might be a season like last year where they just might hang around and then possibly make the playoffs and then miss out.
I mean,
But
did y'all get rid of anybody good?
no, but we also didn't bring in anybody.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
And
I did
it's
not
because
understand.
the the organization is not full anyone, but the fans are okay with it, and that's I'm okay
Yeah,
with it.
I know, but
They're
spend some money,
rebuilding.
get somebody good.
They're rebuilding. They're waiting for the right time to, I guess,
Well,
pull the trigger.
how many years do they want to go?
That's what
When's
that
the right
article was
time?
talking about. But
How do we feel about the Devils, your second team?
I don't know because I don't like their coach. You don't like their coach. I don't like their
Oh,
coach.
no, I do not.
No, I don't.
No, I do not.
Not a lot of high hopes. A lot of good players there, but I don't know.
No,
I,
I do not. Let me emphasize that again.
I hate to say this, but the Rangers, once again, they were a
Oh,
really good
yeah.
team last year. They didn't really lose too much. I think they'll be back to doing something.
Yeah, they'll
I
win
know it's
though.
the preseason, but they're 4-1, so I
Mhm.
would watch out for them. A team that you liked last year is actually 5-1 right now in the preseason. I know it's the
Oh,
preseason, but
Sabres.
the Sabres are 5-1.
Well, it's about time. Maybe I
Also,
should talk crap about them. Maybe they'll do well, and then, you know, opposite.
Dallas is 5-0 in the preseason so far.
Ah, I love their coach.
Yeah, I know you do. And then also the Flames are 5-0-1. They had an overtime loss. So, but
I can see that. I
I
think the Maple Leafs.
actually,
I hope the Maple Leafs are good this year because they got rid of that coach finally.
so I think this is how I see it. I think the Rangers are going to be okay. The Hurricanes are probably going to be okay again.
The Preds are going to kick butt.
Yes, they
That's a
are.
no-brainer.
Boston will probably be in it again, and so
Always.
will I think Toronto. I think you're right. So I think Toronto, Boston, and I am with you on the Sabres this year.
I didn't actually say I was.
Uh,
down with the Sabres this
well,
year,
last
but
year.
I mean, I'm hoping because I like that, they have some Vegas guys on there and I like them.
Nashville, Dallas. I like those two over there.
Mhm.
Obviously, the Avalanche are going to be in it. Um, and
Never
then
know.
in the Pacific, it's I think you guys,
I'm hoping the
Edmonton,
Kraken do something since
Edmonton, and
Gibson
the
went there.
you guys, Edmonton, and the Canucks. Honestly, as who I
Edmonton.
see there. But if I was to make like a prediction just before the season, I think it'll be without knowing any of the future trades or anything. I think it'll be the Nashville Preds against the New York Rangers. That
Yeah, I can see that. Mm, yeah, I just think the Rangers, they're expected to do well. They have the money, but then I feel like they never finish it. So
yeah. Well,
I'm not saying they're going to be in the Stanley Cup.
okay. Who do you like as we
I
wrap up here?
like, I mean, obviously I like my team.
Mm,
Um, I'm not a big Avalanche fan, so I'm going to stick with my team. I love the Kraken because I like the people on the Kraken. You know that.
Dallas because you like the
I
coach.
like Dallas. I love their coach. I
And
think I want the Maple Leafs to do well.
they didn't really lose anybody except
Mhm.
what's his name, Captain America retiring or Captain, yeah,
Who?
Pavelski retired.
Oh
Retired
yeah,
from Dallas.
yeah.
Um,
That was kind of a big. I mean, I know he was older, but I feel like it's the same every year though. The Hurricanes, the Bruins. Pittsburgh hasn't really been in it much these last couple of years, but the Islanders
yeah,
might be all right.
Detroit might get their shit together finally. Not the curse, sorry guys.
Uh,
But
yeah, because I said that last year that in the next couple of years I thought they'd be going to the
well,
Stanley Cup.
they re-signed Patty Kane, so like
Right?
they're giving it another try there. So they didn't really lose too many people.
No.
So
What do you think about anything on Winnipeg? You didn't mention them.
no, I don't
They're
know.
like the silent killer though. Like
Yeah,
they
they
creep
are,
up.
but because part of it, yeah, they are the silent killer. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about them this year. Same thing about like the Wild are like a
I think they'll be
sneaky.
all right.
I think it'll be a sneaky pick. The Wild,
But the Ducks, I'm just kidding.
yeah,
I
um,
think eventually they just need to give it a few years.
maybe Montreal, maybe not. Just
Mm,
taking a shot here.
nah.
In the West,
I'm not a big Flames person
I
either.
think Chicago will be better than last year, but I don't think they'll be.
No. I
Well, did
mean,
you see that they
I
gave?
don't know that you could be worse than last year. What's that now?
You see they gave the C to
I know, and I knew you were going to be. I wasn't surprised, but I knew you'd be surprised because you kept saying Bedard was going to get it.
yeah.
I did not think so.
I guess they decided
He-
on what's his name,
he's
Foligno.
too young for that.
Well, I mean they've other teams have done it.
I
So
know. I just didn't think. Oh, how about what's his name getting the captaincy? Oh, we talked about it. So yeah.
yeah,
Um, you know, Austin Matthews.
yeah,
Didn't
it's been
think that was
cool.
going to happen.
It's been cool to see. Hopefully they do have a good season because they're getting strapped with money soon here. So
So is Tavares an assistant or what?
yeah, I think so. He's got the A.
Does that happen often? I feel like that's like a demotion, and that's kind of.
No, we did talk about it, but I don't know. I've never seen it.
I feel like we need to look into that. There's got to be more to it. Like he's got to be getting out of there or something. I don't know. Got to be more to it. I'll look into it. Let you know
Yeah.
what I find.
Yeah. But we'll be back next week. Obviously, like I said, the overseas series is Friday, Saturday, Devil Sabres, and then the action starts on Tuesday officially with the three games, which is
They weren't really big games, were they?
the Panthers Bruins open up the season.
Oh well, yeah,
That's the big game.
yeah.
Kraken Blues, and then
Correct.
Blackhawks at the hockey club because the hockey club are starting the season off at home.
We beat
Yes.
them in preseason. Just saying. I like their
So,
jerseys. Just putting that out there.
oh, don't enjoy them too much because they're supposed to get a
I
name
know.
by next year. So, um, waste of cloth. But I'm just saying,
Kind of a little bit. Yeah.
yeah. All this selling. Also, it's a way to get the fans hooked because then you're gonna get them to buy this merch, and then you're gonna get a whole new thing.
Sure. But I do love their colors and everything, so I'd be down for it.
I, hmm,
Why what?
I know I'm weird, so I'm gonna get
Well, that's a given,
uh,
but why?
why. Why do we have so many teams with the same similar colors?
The blue.
Yeah, that like blue, like they kind of like they're not too far off from the Kraken. Like,
Yeah, I know, but like you said, they're only probably sticking with it for a year, so
yeah, true, but
I know I love the Kraken, the colors and
like
all.
what that's fine, but I just think like there's so many people with like
I
blue,
know, but there's so
like
many teams, it's kind of hard to. Well, there's a lot of yellow and black.
even though it's too much, I like the all orange with the Ducks. I think it's too much, and I like uniforms, but it's just different. So like if go with the all orange, like they could have gone orange and black, but we're orange and black too. So
Yeah,
like
but
we kind
then
of have the
then
similar
you're
colors.
complaining too many people are orange and black.
No, because it'll be two teams, and then I can't hate the Ducks. Like
Well,
there's
I
some
mean,
childhood
childhood
feelings
blown
attached,
apart.
some
Mm.
childhood feelings attached to it. But I
Oh my
was surprised
word.
that they went all orange, even
Ew.
the pants.
I mean,
They were
all
gonna.
orange. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think it's a little too much, but it's also different than what everybody else like. I love Colorado, purple, blue, and like that's just different. You guys different. It's like gold and gray, and like I like the
Right.
fact that you guys have like four different uniforms, and
Well, y'all just, I mean, other
sometimes you switch the
teams got
helmet,
like
even though people hate the helmets. Like,
the gold.
yeah,
Mm.
I like that. Get creative, like get a little because it's just
I mean, it
but
is
just
big. It's,
at the end of the day, it's just a lot of red, white, and blue. If you just look around,
see,
like,
I think you can't go wrong with red, white, and blue.
well, I think that's what everybody thinks, and that's why like a lot of teams are
True.
like that
It's
in
very
sports in
patriotic.
general. Like I understand the Caps being red, white, and blue. They're the capitals. They're in the nation's capital.
I
Like
don't know. I like New York.
it
I
makes
like
sense.
their red, white, and blue.
Yeah, I mean they're different shades of blue. I get it,
Mhm.
but it's still it's still like the same
Well,
colorway.
see, that's how I feel about orange and black. Like, I can't wait till,
It's because you
you
see it
know,
all the time
I know. And I'm
because
like,
of
good
kids,
Lord.
but
Gee, my nutty.
like it's just it's just different. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
weird. I just like
You are weird. Yeah.
different things. I don't know. Anyways, um, yeah, we'll be back next week. Watch the hockey. Three good games on Tuesday. Then there's a whole big night the next day, which is Wednesday. Which there's more games there that day.
Vegas is.
Is that the hockey frenzy like last year? Deal?
Oh, it's not
No,
the same though. I mean, it's not as many.
no. But there's a lot of games that night. But yeah. Anyway, we'll come back next week. We'll talk some more hockey, and by then the games will count, so we can actually start bitching a little more about our teams.
Yep. Go Knights, go.
There it is.